Alexandra Trusova became the first guest from the world of sports in Evgenia Medvedeva's program Best Commentary. The figure skater spoke frankly about her feelings after the defeat at the Olympics in Beijing, in particular, about the hysteria that was broadcast to the whole world. The athlete noted that she wanted to go to the understage room to vent her emotions without witnesses, but she was not allowed. According to Alexandra, then it seemed to her that her whole life collapsed. Probably only here 6 months ago I realized that this is not the whole life. And at that moment, it was the whole life. I explained to everyone, naturally, I don't have to do this. You're probably the only person on this earth who understands me. When you go from a very young age to this very thing, there is nothing more important for you, the figure skater shared. She also noted that when she returned to her homeland, she heard the same words of consolation as Eugenia herself after Pyeongchang. People said that they considered her a champion, no matter what. Of course, they said verbatim. It's not people's fault, they think they supported. The only thing is, I asked for it. They wanted to make me a medal like they put on you, but I asked not to do it. I told my mom right away, my mom passed it on. It is not a medal that is needed, said Alexandra. In addition, Trusova shared how she experienced her first love. According to her, she did not fall in love once until she was 17 years old, neither in kindergarten, nor at school she did not experience anything like that. It was at this age that her relationship with Mark Kondratyuk began, but the athlete did not say a word about it. Probably because their couple broke up some time ago. My new life is my love was. As far as I observe, there is such a thing with girls, I want to date, I want love. I never had that. I had my own tasks, my own goals, I wasn't interested in all that. Of course, it was new and incomprehensible to me. It was like I was just learning new things about myself. About being a girl. I'm used to hearing, she can do anything, she'll do it herself. But you want to have someone open the door for you, carry something for you, Alexandra said. The Olympic vice champion also said that she has been dreaming of a big family for a long time. At the same time, it does not matter to her whether her children will be involved in sports. I want children from a very young age. I have 2 brothers, both younger, one I am 10 years older. And when he was, I realized that now a little bit, and I can already do it myself. Understandably, I had sports. I never thought that while I was playing sports. First sport, then family, it's always been like that. Of course, I want kids. I always thought I wanted 3, like we have. But beyond that, the most important thing is for them to be healthy, beautiful and happy, the rest is less important, Trusova emphasized. Arena Rodnina explained why it has become more difficult for Kamila Valieva to perform. As a 3-time Olympic champion and State Duma deputy, Rodnina answered the question about how the absence of foreign tournaments has affected figure skating in Russia. It's hard to compare, as I haven't watched much for the second season. I think it wasn't the lack of performances on the international stage that affected, but the lack of motivation. Somebody finished performing, somebody took a break. At the beginning of the season you can always show a lighter program, because in terms of conditioning you have not yet reached a high level. After all, the benchmark used to be the European Championships, World Championships, Olympics. It's only the beginning of the season, it's hard to compare. Plus, if we talk about our young skaters, they have all grown up, it can't be stopped. If you take the same Valieva, who now has breaks, or nervous shakes, or growth, she has become heavier, and the more weight, the more effort it takes to get up and land. It's a natural process, nothing wrong with it. Shifting has always been and always will be. I really hope that the Ministry of Sport determines the Golden 100, supports athletes financially and morally. But now we need to raise the motivation of 15-year-old skaters, who by the next games will not show results on the stages of the Russian Cup, but will show the highest results. We need to develop behavioral tactics and methods of work, Rodnina said. Lakernik believes that figure skating in Russia will not disappear without participation in international competitions. Naturally, if we are not allowed anywhere, we will develop everything inside. We will look for our own ways of development, but it is much harder to look for them in the absence of international competitions. But it doesn't mean we will die. It will just be more difficult, said Alexander Lakernik, honorary president of the International Skating Union, ISU. Ilya Averbuk about Anna Skurbakova, fans want to be sharper, she is too positive hero. I like Anya not only as an outstanding figure skater, but also with her very important principles, laid first of all by her parents. Life principles. I am sure that someone, but Anya will definitely not get lost in life, she expresses her thoughts wonderfully. Maybe the fans want to be sharper here, she is too positive hero. And internally, everyone wants positive heroes, but they are striving. But it's more interesting to watch the negative ones. Yes. Anya is such a vacuum of goodness, light, answer. That's how Danya, Blashengaz, made her program, that's how she is in life. It is on such people, in general, that our earth stands, said choreographer and 2002 world champion in ice dancing Averbuk. Ilya Averbuk told whom he supported in the duel of Russian figure skaters Evgenia Medvedeva and Alina Zagitova. In the duel between Evgenia Medvedeva and Alina Zagitova, in my heart I was on Evgenia's side, because we worked with Evgenia for 2 seasons, Ateri Georgievna entrusted me to lead her as a choreographer. Of course, I will not hide, I was rooting for Zhenya, because I already felt her, I understood her, I liked her very much. Now she has changed a lot, she has such depth, very interesting and important. We continue to work with Zhenya, so I won't say here that the most important thing for me is the Russian medal. I was rooting for Zhenya, and Alina knows it. This does not prevent me from saying that Alina is an outstanding figure skater. But I'm sure that Ateri Georgievna did everything for the 2 girls, they worked it out on the ice, the 100th separated them. So, it was so necessary, said Averbuk in the podcast show on YouTube. Veronica Yametova shared information about her successful attempts to perform the Triple Axel. Are you working on Ultra C elements? Lately I've been preparing for competitions. We have been rolling out programs and perfecting the jumps that are already in the programs. And in the off-season, if there is a lot of time between competitions, we devote time to Triple Axel and Quadruple Salto. With the rest, as it goes, maybe we will train other quadruple jumps as well. I don't give up hope that I can perform the Ultra C element. There have already been a couple of successful attempts of Triple Axel, said Veronica Yametova. Figure skaters Apollinaria Panfilova and Dmitry Rylov are engaged. She said yes, Panfilova wrote on social media, posting a photo of the ring. Panfilova and Rylov are the 2020 World Junior Champions, Junior Olympic Champions and winners of the Junior Grand Prix final in pair skating. In January this year, the pair announced the end of their careers.